Hello and welcome back to Room for TCG. My name is Joe. Drink of the day is a cold glass of water. And today I wanted to play some more Shanks. It is Saturday after all. And today I wanted to try out the 4-cost KOBY in the deck. Because I've enjoyed this card in the past. And with all the 4-drops being fairly interchangeable, I wanted to try this guy out, see how much he helps into the meta. The main deck I think this card will be good into is Blue-Green Luffy. If you can play this on 4, then you can start just getting rid of their weenies, and it makes their pressure, it alleviates a lot of pressure, and it makes their game plan a lot worse. The problems with this card in other matchups is into Blackbeard, I can see it being fine as well, because you can KO a lot of their weenies, but they still get those draws, which they can then just use to redirect into something else, so it's not as, I don't think it's as insane into Blackbeard, although you do still get value, and you get draw off of this guy. Into a Nell, this is never going to do anything ever, because they'll just rest it and kill it immediately, which is fine, I guess. And if they do whiff MrMaCHONaCHOMan, you're in the money. But yeah, overall, I expect this to be best into Blue-Green Luffy, and probably not that good into everything else, which means my opinion currently is mixed. I've got a few games today, including one into Green-Blue Luffy, and we'll have more discussions on my thoughts on this card at the end. But first, I need to let you know that this weekend, on June 14th, Sleeve Sheaf are having a restock of their popular Chicken Nugget deck box. I know a number of people missed out on the first drop, so if you do want to catch this restock, make sure you're on their website, 8 PM Central European time, for a restock of this spicy deck box. And if you do purchase anything from the website, please do use code MARINE for 5% off. Thank you to Sleeve Chief for sponsoring this video. Okay, we're going second versus a Nell. Now, the most important thing for us to see in this matchup is 6-cost Nell. He keeps his hand. We have one Searcher. I don't like this at all. I don't like Lore in this matchup either. It's usable, but it's not good. I'm going to mulligan this. Well, we get... That's a really good curve, actually. We've got Rue, we've got Shanks, we've got not the optimal Shanks, but... Oh, we can try out KOBY as well. We do have the option to try him out. He's a bit weird, because if our opponent has MrMaCHONaCHOMan, he's very bad. Rue is just better. If our opponent has MrMaCHONaCHOMan. If our opponent doesn't have MrMaCHONaCHOMan, this guy gets crazy value, right? I think I'll just go with the Rue. At least he'll get some value. We'll just take some early swings. I don't mind. Yeah, it's fine. Get rid of Ohm. I'm actually going to go with KOBY, because there's a chance we can defend this. If he doesn't have exactly like MrMaCHONaCHOMan Dragon, we can get some really good value with this, because there's no weenies on the board. If that Ohm was still around, or if there's like another Ohm, then it's much worse. Oh, and he whiffs a Nell. Or doesn't play it. Or chooses not to play it. There's the Lightning Dragon. Key 10. Minusing active Don is crazy business. Like, if this eats 2 key 10s and an Elthor, that is worth. That is huge worth if that happens. 2 key 10s gone as well makes Lore much better. Much better. Not at all. Another active Don. What is... I mean, this guy clearly has no play. Yeah, I mean... I guess I'm taken. He got rid of the KOBY, but... That felt really good value for us. He did nothing and used 3 events. Let's do 5. Unfortunately, we can't play Shanks, is the one thing it does mean. You never know, maybe this gets to stick around. If this gets to stick around, that's really good for us. So when attacking effect on this guy is useful. Very much so. But we are a little lower than I would like to be. Potentially should have countered one of those early swings. Was just expecting the Nell. But if they are choosing to now not play a Nell on 5, then should definitely be thinking about countering one of those earlier swings. At least we do have 4 2Ks, so we can probably get out of a decent amount of pressure here. But my man does not... You got to play... This is mental. Okay, he actually has a card to play in the Ohm. Sanji, sure. I mean, it's a good character at least. Another key 10. Do we have Mamaragan? That's all 4 key 10s gone. Mad. 4 2Ks. There's Mamaragan. 5 2Ks gone, in fact. This guy's really, really low on counter. This can be 8 to 5. I'll get the freebie. I'll always get the freebie. Well, I guess you're clearing it. Sure. We'll stick a character one day. We'll stick a character one day. Sure, let's try and find a Ben Beckman. I like the Ben Beckman. I also like the Rush Shanks. I think I'm just going to bend the Sanji and swing 5 at the pudding. Am I swinging at the pudding, or am I just swinging at lead? I'm going to be playing these for a while. Let's take the Ben Beckman. I think I'm just going to swing at lead, actually. Because I'm going to buff my leader probably in the for the next couple of turns. Because we don't have anything else to do. This Shanks is terrible in this matchup. So yeah, I don't think these winnies are going to... Or at least the pudding is going to be too impactful. The Ohm, you know, he gives minus 1,000 power. And we also now do have the Uta to try and combat weenies. Will my man's ever playing an L? I'm curious to know if he had it and just wasn't playing it so that we can't 9 Shanks. Because that is like a real thing that they can do. They can not play the NL so that we can't drop this for 6. And then our even curve is actually like super bad if we can't drop this. Because I mean, you saw they can remove the Law. They can remove Ben if he has... We've got no more kittens, so he needs another Gamma Knife, really, to remove this. And we've now chewed through 6 2Ks and a Mama. So that's pretty good. This guy's not going to have a lot of counter, and he's down at 3 lives because he took that last one. Which is another reason why I do want to start pressuring, because we're close to death, and he's going to be very low on counter, I expect. Still no NL. He must have sim one. So many cards. And he kept the opening hand as well, right? For him to keep the opening hand, I don't know. It's curious. There's a Racc.Coomed. Cycles out a dragon. Sure, it's not super good into us anymore. Racc.Coomed makes the Shanks actually like usable, especially if we find a 5-cost Beckman off the top. Beckman Shanks Rue is actually a pretty solid turn coming up here. Another Gamma Knife. Man, just everything dies. There's the L4. Cool. Oh, I want to stick a character, man. Let me play a character, please. Oh, we'll give a Hongo, I guess. There's Hongo. Yeah, and I'll use leader effect plus this law. This law is not going to be useful. Okay, well I have KOBY, but I don't think I'm playing him. I think I'm just playing this. Yeah, pretty annoying is what it is. Again, I don't think I'm taking out weenies. Attacking my Uta into this does very little. I want to attack it into the Ohm. Please, can I stick a man? 8 to 5. Well, we've got him down to 2. We're at the same sort of hand size. And his board is relatively useless, so... him not seeing or not playing the NL, it's made it a really weird game. Because he's been so far behind by not having the NL on board. But so have we, because I've had to play bad characters. Having to play that Law sucked. And then the Ben was good. The Ben got rid of the Sanji, but he did just immediately die. So, you know. Finally we do see an NL. I think he had it. I think he had it and just wasn't playing it. That's what my gut's telling me anyway. If this Reiju swings for 11, we will have to take it, which is a little scary. But what's he going to trash here? Trash his Frankie, sure. I'll probably just attack into it with this Shanks, because this Shanks doesn't die now, which is very pleasant. And then next turn, we're probably just playing another one. And alongside it, I'll probably play a Lucky Roux to demand that he has a Mamaragan. Yeah, we'll do something like swing 7, 10, and then play Lucky Roux. Yeah, we're going to have to take this. I'm not countering a 12. Another KOBY's not really what I was looking for. Is it ever worth playing this instead of playing the Lucky Roux? If I do, we could swing 5 with the Uta. But we won't have a blocker. Start with this. I think I'm always starting with that because I need to clear something. Otherwise, we're in a lot of trouble. And with 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10k counter, we'll be at 7k. There's no risk, is the nice thing. This could also find 5-cost Beckman, who we have not seen yet. And if we find 5-cost Beckman, we just get to play another guy, right? And it's a better blocker because he doesn't have Kitten. He'd have to, although he does have the Ohm. So it's kind of neither here nor there, actually. I guess if I was going to think about it, I should have thought about it first. Because if we play this... no, I want to go to 7k anyway. Getting rid of the brick is nice. I'm going to get rid of the brick. Okay, we do get Beckman. I don't think anything else is better than Beckman. We'll just take him, and this saves us 3 Don, effectively. Because we get to still play both. We have an extra 1k in hand that we wouldn't have had. And we can also swing 5 with the Uta, which is probably worth it. Or is it better to just swing bigger with leader? Swing like 10. Get him down to 1. But I think he takes... Does he counter a 5 and a 7? If he has Mama, he maybe can. I actually think... I think I like the Uta swing. I think I like the 5. If he has Mama Ragan, at least gets it out. And he doesn't. At least he doesn't want to use it. And then we'll go 7. I reckon he takes this one. Yeah. Okay, so we got 1k extra counter out of him by swinging with that Uta versus swinging 10 with lead. I think it was better. I do. KOBY's just not come up in this matchup. We tried. I tried. He just got killed immediately. But he did burn through a ton of cards, you know. He burned through the 2 key 10s and an L4. Which was good value. My man here did whiff on that turn, but it kind of fucked us over by him whiffing the 6-drop and L. It's a weird interaction, this matchup, especially when they go first. When we get first, our curve isn't like as bad. Tosses what? Wow, another 2k. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 2ks gone, and a Mama. He's not gonna have too many more 2ks, you know. I'm hoping he doesn't have another Gamma Knife. There's already 2 of them gone as well. They're usually on max 3. Absolute. I've never seen anyone on 4. It's always 2 or 3. There's no point saving this. This is a Mama Ragan to rest my Beckman. There's the Mama. Rests my Ben. And he has the 3rd Gamma Knife. Fuck me. So I can save this for 2k, 2k, 1k. But he also has like 2 more swings. This will swing for 6 and this will swing for 6. So it's not feasible, unfortunately. Because of the lead. He still has the leader effect. That sucks. Okay, well we can't go for lethal now. We might be in trouble now. I'll save it for free. Either you can swing into it and clear the Beckman, or you can get like 1k and then dragon. Sure. Because he's only used one dragon, I think it's irresponsible to save this. Because if he has it, we'll just lose 2 cards, so we'll just let it go. Okay. How good are you? You're alright. Not quite the hand I'm looking for. 4-2k is a bunch of dross, and then the wrong Shanks. If I blow up the Frankie with the pop Shanks, we swing 5-10. We'll probably get him to 0 and get a 1k. Can he kill us? Can he kill us? Because I don't think he can survive again after that. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. This swing will go through, but because he's only got 6 dons, his swings are pretty small, actually. There's only one meaningful body in the board. So I think we are allowed to do this. I think we are just allowed to do this. I don't think we die here. Not with this hand. This hand is oops at all counters. Get a 1k. Push him to 0. And we know from earlier that he's pretty low on counters as well. We know that. So he's given us now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 and 2 mummers. There's probably 4 more in deck. And he does end up taking in the end. I had a big think on that one, which is interesting to me. Interesting. He can't get lethal here. He cannot get lethal. It's not possible. How many L4s are gone for pumps? It's 2, right? Yeah, he has 2 more pumps, potentially. If he starts out with 7 here, we'll definitely counter that. Yeah, like, if he just swings this an L, we just instantly take, because we have 4, 11, 12k counter. In board and hand. I suspect this life is a brick, though, so we've not seen that many of them. I suspect it is. It's been a weird game. We both kind of drawn suboptimally. He drew a fucking lot of Gamma Knives, though. MrMaCHONaCHOMan, if you like. Is he thinking to go again? Surely not at 0, right? Surely not at 0. He'd have to develop at least a blocker, which costs minimum 3. I guess Frankie wouldn't be too bad, because it replaces itself in hand at least. And can trash a brick. If he swings this 9, it can be 12. It can be 18. Yeah, we go 7, 9, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We're not quite able to counter a max swing from the NL. But now that he's put these dons here, he can't actually play anything meaningful. 10. Now he's down 1 don, so this can be max 17 if he has both L4s. If I counter this, it's going to cost us 2k, 2k, 2k. We'll have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6k left. He can push this to 6 with the leader. I think we're supposed to counter this. Because if this is a brick, then we can lose to max pump on the NL. Still, because it's 17. Don't think he can split 3 ways. And either way, we still have the leader effect. Yeah, we know the Dom minus cycle is coming for max lethal. I presume 2 L4s. Maybe some Lightning Dragons just to cycle out 1 Dom. There's an L4. He has to buff a weenie. Yep. Got another one. You got the last one? Must have the last one, right? No. Oh, he doesn't have enough Dom pump anyway. So that's fine. GG's. Well played to our opponent. Oh, he got us with the fucking concede button, man. We didn't get to see what was in his hand. I might go over in post. I'll see if I can be bothered. But, yeah, either way. That was an interesting game. He whiffed Shanks on curve or chose not to play it. I don't know what. I don't know which. But it made our curve really kind of shit as well. We played, we whiffed on 4. No, we played the KOBY on 4, which got removed. We played the Law on 6, which got removed. The Beckman on 8 was decent. Got rid of the Sanji. And then on 10, we played a 9 Shanks for 9. Which is not ideal, but because he hadn't really managed to establish anything, it was fine. Interesting game. Got to go into Luffy. He's shockingly stolen second. Who would have thought? Now, I like the KOBY. I know this is the card that I really wanted. I'm playing this card to try it for this matchup. I don't really like very much else. But, is it greedy to just keep this because I like the KOBY? It probably is. Well, that hand's honestly worse because we have nothing to do on 5 now. I guess we can just raw play a Beckman, but that sucks. Does he get double 2s? No. 2-1. And we whiff our Uta as well. Maybe we should have kept the original hand. Mr. 1. I'm actually just going to play this to try and fight his board a little bit with the Hongo. Yeah. We're going to be taking probably 2 swings here. I don't think this Luffy should be able to attack. But the Mr. 1 will swing for 6 and then the leader will swing for something. Could just toss this Law, like leader effect 1k with the Law. It's not the worst. The pump guys are going to be useful as well once we get sort of 9 Don onwards. Mr. 1. This deck gets so much value, man. Just everything says draw 1. And that says, okay, that one's better. Doesn't swing. Okay. Fair enough. If he blocks, would I ever just ram 8? Like, playing this Beckman feels bad. Because I'm going to want this later on. Yeah, this hand sucks. This hand sucks. It'll only get 2k, 1k is the thing. It's like, it's not even good. I don't know, man. This sucks. This hand fucking sucks, dude. No Rue, no KOBY. Oh, man. Not even an Uta. Not even an Uta. Yeah. This being one of your 5 costs, but not being a 5 cost you want to play out on curve. Yeah, and the pop Shanks is also just bad in this matchup. It's okay for dealing with the boas later on. That much is true. But other than that, no, it's not great. We're probably just playing Beckman next turn, remove one of his dudes. See if he swings anything. Just take the freebie. I'll always use my leader effect for a freebie when I can. Yeah, he plays out a prisoner, sure. Seems good. Hmm. Yeah, now the damage starts. Okay, no, he replaces the Mr. 1 with a Luffy. And doesn't swing anything again. Okay. Well, we don't really have much of a turn here. We play Ben Beckman and remove one thing and don't get to swing because he has a bunch of blockers. Unless I want to tap the Hongo. Then I can get a 1k. What a treat. Do I want to tap the Hongo for a 1k? How upset am I going to be if he swings into this? I would like this to swing into his board. Let's just noob check him. Should always block this, but you never know. Yeah, it does. Sure. Yeah, the dice roll in this matchup is huge. It's gargantuan. Both of us super want to go second. And we whiffed off forward on play. We've whiffed Uta. And we don't really have anything great for next turn either. We don't have any 7-cost Sorrows. No big 9-cost Shanks. We're still a turn away from our Beckman curve. It's not looking good. And we didn't see KOBY, who I did really want to try in this matchup, because I feel like it could be a game changer. Well, we have another Beckman at least. We can do something next turn. Eva grabs an event. Plays out this guy. I don't have a 2k. We have to take that. Yeah, this is not looking good. This is not looking good at all. Bright side is this is shit. If he's gonna event next turn, I think it's gonna be. His swings are all gonna be small. It's still not good though, right? We can remove the crocodile. He'd have to at least play something. We might die to it, but I don't really have another choice, right? What is the other choice? I can hard play an Uta. Incredible. Is there anything better to Beckman than this? I don't think so. Because if we were at least remove one of the 6Ks, this can only give to one thing. So let's just get rid of that. And then go 7-7. If I could play this Uta for 2, I absolutely would, but I can't. Okay, we get 4 cards there. So he's definitely not going for it. He's going to play the Boa this turn and try and put on a bit more pressure, which he's absolutely going to get because we simply don't have very much counter. Drawing all of these pop Shanks is poor. It's yeah. 3 Shanks is too many. But whiffing early, whiffing Brew, whiffing KOBY. We have 8 cards on 4 that are incredible in this matchup. We didn't see any of them. That's tough. That is tough. This Hongo has also done nothing because every single character he's had has been upright for the entire game. Which is mad. This guy's a very good player. Yeah, there's Mr. 3. Stunned a Ben. Is he going to play Boa as well? Boa as well is pretty hot. Yeah, very nice. And he gets to swing a decent amount as well, like twice. Not too bad, not too bad. Can only swing once more, so we want to use leader effect just in case he doesn't swing this prisoner, which is, you know, it's possible. We'll give up the law. Don't need you. Okay. I don't want a 4th Shanks, not the 4th Shanks. That's tough. That's tough. Okay, so we can either pop Shanks the Boa with the Beckman, of course, or we can play this Shanks, which will reduce everything else. This will still be at 5 though, with 1 Don. I think removing the boa is better because it forces him to play something anyway. This still only hits the prisoner. And we keep... Do we want to play the Uta blocker as well? I don't think I'm getting more than 2k's value out of this. I guess it can block one of the prisoner swings. But we can block one swing by having it in our hand anyway. And we've got the boa, the bend to block a prisoner swing. I think this is better. Do I ever split with the Hongo here? Go for like a cheeky 6-6. Because if I swing 9, he's just going to take. If this was a Rue blocker, I'd obviously play it. But I think KOBY is too slow now. We're going to be looking to go for the game in a couple turns. I think I'll split with this. He's already given us 4 2Ks, right? There's always the chance that he doesn't have one. And then it's a little awkward for him. Okay. Just playing this to meet the requisite for the effect, right? Yeah. Now we need these 2 cards to not be bricks. If these are like more Shanks, man, I'm gonna be so upset. I'm gonna be so upset. Because I do believe he's going for it this turn. He's pre-jacking the Dons, which is a little sus. Again, I think we always take the freebie. Because it also makes it hard for this to swing. But I do think we lose here. Because I can't counter this one. It's the event. This is going to be massive. This is tiny, though. Gets 2 Dom back. No, he already used the restand. Do we win? Takes out. Sure. What's that cannon swing there? So he's 6-6 big. We basically need this to be a 1k. In Shanks, man. So many Shanks. Oh, that's tough. That's tough. We lost by 1k. That was a close game despite, like, giga whiffing, man. Drew terribly in the early game. Well played to our opponent. I wonder if I played the Rush Shanks would have been better. I don't think so. I think him having the boa is just 2 guaranteed hits. Yeah. No, he played well. Every single freaking dude on his board was upright every single turn. We couldn't play board at all. And just whiffing on 4 Dom was huge. Or on 5, rather. But we still were close. If that was a 1k, we'd have won that. Because we'd have been able to 1k, the Mr. 1 swing. And then just block the prisoner swing. I'll take the close loss. It's a shame I wasn't able to show KOBY in that game, though. Okay, got a match in to teach. Let's take second. That is not good enough. Really like Law. We don't have any early game, but Law, we've got a Ben Beckman. We can combo those pretty nicely to start dealing with his stuff. Unfortunately, we're just going to have to clear this Lafitte, which is a bit of a bummer, but it is what it is. We didn't find any of our Utas. I also don't have a 4 cost, which is a little bit spooky. If he swings 7 here, or even 6, I'll probably just take immediately to try and draw into a 4 cost between the top deck and a life. Grabs a Shiryu. That'll be good for next, or not next turn, in a couple turns time here. Just passes. Okay, he's opting to starve. Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, We'll just do 5 to the feet. And then pass. I think we have whiffed a 4-drop, unfortunately. We do play 8 of them. And 6 searchers. But it is what it is. I don't really feel like playing Hongo is a great idea. Because we're not going to be using him for a couple turns just yet. So I think we'll just pass. Interesting that he's opting for the Starve. Interesting. I'm not sure. I know Teach starves a lot of decks. Not sure if Shanks is one you can really afford to. Another Lafitte. Excellent. At least he's not dropping a 4-drop, but these Lafittes are getting pretty annoying. We're not getting put on any pressure. Because we've whiffed our 4. Q, if you like. Will he attack? Will he have anything else for 3? Another Lafitte would be pretty disappointing. Okay, Q. Let's go 5 at the feet again. Zihaha into the Q. Sure, he wants to keep Lafitte. Fair enough. And then we'll just play out our law. This card's going to be very, very useful. It'll enable us to efficiently deal with his Shiryu on the following turn. By combining the law with the Beckman, we've got a lot of 2Ks in hand as well, so we can defend it if he starts getting a little crazy. At the turn after the Beckman, we don't have an amazing play set up. He is going to drop 8-cost Teach, which he has just searched out, in fact. Found a Vasco shot as well. There's the Shiryu. Very nice. Katarina Devon. Puts the Shiryu in life, okay. And then no swing again. Interesting. Yeah, I think I'm definitely playing the Beckman here. So we'll go 7, leader, reduce this. We'll clear this. We'll clear the Lafitte. And we get to establish another 7k, which is nice. 7ks into Blackbeard are good. Because they require 2 cards. And he doesn't love giving up 2 cards for anything, really. Let's play the Beckman now. So that he can't direct into it. And then we'll swing 6 to the feet. If he wants to redirect a face, he can. It is possible. I don't even think it's bad. But he does just let it go. We'll take that. Now he's going to drop his 8-cost Blackbeard. There it is. It's weird. This is the first game, I think, where I've been starved by a Teach. And we don't have our Pop Shanks, which is a little annoying, it must be said. I do really like the Pop Shanks in this matchup. We also don't have 5-cost Beckman. But, you know. There's 10-cost Teach, indeed. Vasco shot. I don't think KOBY's going to be very useful. We could drop this Shanks. And then the KOBY. It's not horrible getting both of those down. It can help deal with these little guys on following turns. Let's do this, because if we swing with anything else first, he gets to rest this with Vasco. We don't know what this trigger could be. Could be anything. It's nothing, in fact. Sure. Yeah, this is still at 8k, so we still have... Well, it's base power regardless, but... Yeah, I think KOBY plus Shanks just going a little bit wider could be pretty good here. So let's go 7. Takes again. Show me another second Beckman. If we did a second Beckman, we could go like Hongo. And there is also the option to drop this. This Shanks. But I think I prefer getting 2 units down. Knowing that he's going to Blackbeard next turn. Getting this down, though, means he can't redirect this. And he has to negate this. But our following turn is worse. Because we don't have any removal for anything, really. Which is a little tricky. We're going to need to defend a 10 into 7, which is fine. We've got a lot of 2Ks. I think I am going to opt for this. Get another 7k out. He can redirect it for 1 card, of course. It's fine. There's nothing we can do about that. It takes down to 2, though. Another Shiryu trigger. 10 in hand is crazy. And then we'll play KOBY. And this can potentially help us with a little bit of card draw. Don't do that first. If you're going to use... Okay, well, if you're going to use 10-cost Blackbeard, you should negate my leader first. But unfortunately, I don't really have anything useful to do with that because we don't have a 1k. in hand. So we'll go cancel, and then I'll give him, I think, just the 2 lime juices. I think the Hongos are always better. And then we'll see Tenkos Blackbeard, I assume. Although he could heal. Could opt to heal instead. Which would be fair. Now we've got the choice here of whether we want draw with KOBY or power down with Law. Because as soon as we attack, he can redirect to Vasco and rest the other one, right? There's the Tenkos Blackbeard. Strangely, he gave us the leader effect. I think that was probably just a mistake, but it is what it is. Grabs a Burgess. Okay. Oh, we do get Beckman. How good is Beckman? Being a blocker here is pretty nice, but we don't really have anything to play over. So I could just play the Shanks, right? How much do we want to aim to deal with this? Seems important. He can redirect this one to the Vasco and then pop the KOBY. Yeah, or rest the KOBY. Yeah. Now, if we play over the KOBY, we do develop a blocker. How likely is it we can remove this? Fairly unlikely, I think. Because he has the... Yeah, because he has the blocker here. Let's go to 7. Okay. So if we go with Beckman Shanks, we can also swing 9 with leader into 7, which would get a couple cards. It's annoying we've not seen the pop Shanks, I must say. That is pretty annoying. But definitely playing this. It's just, do I play the Beckman and swing 9? I think I do. I think I do. I'm going to swing this first to see how he responds. I assume he will redirect. No. He's just going to let this go? No, he's going to give me 3 cards? Insane. Did he already redirect? Oh, he did, didn't he? He redirected the Law swing to rest the KOBY. Let's get another 2 cards then. Yeah, gave us triple 2s there. That's great. And we get rid of it as well. Oh, man, that's so good. That is so good. He needs to chain these Blackbeards now, but our board is already pretty scary. You know, we can happily block with this Beckman this swing. Reveal and draw San Juan Wolf. Yeah, there's another one. Negate this, negate this. Just block. Okay, well, let's play the Uta. Beckman is not useful. No, Beckman is not useful. Beckman is definitely not useful. But it's the only thing we can take, in fact, so we'll take Beckman. Oh, well. We have another character on the board, I guess. Do we want to go with Zorro? Can actually swing meaningfully into this. Although this is already at 12 as well, so it's like kind of not. Let's do that. Takes. Triggers an event, sure. Grabs 8-beard, ditching Borsa and Boa, sure, no choice. 3 more swings. He can block one, redirect one, and take one. If we can push him to 0, that's brilliant, but seems unlikely. I think the Zorro is probably worth here. Let's go another 7. Because the brick he just took off that event isn't going to help him with countering this. takes. Triggers Sand Run. Okay, that's pretty good. Here, do I just go all out, right? Do we just go all out? I feel like 19 lead is the move, right? Because he just has to give us a ton of cards or one of these. There's no point putting Dons on leader now because he's at 7. And yeah, okay. He didn't want to play it out. He could have obviously redirected and gone one more turn. He wouldn't have found another 10 bid though. And once these start coming off the board, it's Joba. Interesting. That's the first game I've actually played into Blackbeard where they've starved. It didn't feel like the move, but it did make my gameplay a little more awkward because we did whiff the pop Shanks. We didn't whiff much else, to be fair to him. We got our 9 Shanks on 10, then a 10 Shanks off the Beckman on the following turn. We got the Law, which was awesome. We whiffed on 4. His early game was much better because he had all the searches, which slowed us down. But yeah, the KOBY didn't really come up. I played him out and he got rested immediately. I think the power down with the Law was more important than the KOBY. But it sort of did force the immediate leader effect, I suppose. So in that way, it made that turn a little better for us because he couldn't redirect later. Either way, well played. So overall, my thoughts on the card. I had quite a few games on the sim with this now. And I also took this to locals. I went 1-1 with a tiny locals. Lost in the second round to a Blackbeard player. And he played well. He got triple Zihaha into Tingle's Blackbeard. Which if you're a Shanks player, that's rough. And I saw no bomb Shanks. So I couldn't deal with the blocker beards efficiently. And it just got out of control and I lost that one. By like 1k counter. It was relatively close. KOBY was fine in those games. And I think that's just it. This card is fine. If you play this on exactly 4 Don, or 6 Don in a matchup where the Law is not great, although there's not very many of them. It's mainly a Nell, and in a Nell matchup, this isn't great either. If you play this KOBY on 4, it's good. You can start popping weenies into all the decks that love playing out weenies, and drawing cards. The card draw being capped at 6 or less is a little awkward, because whilst we actually don't have that many bricks in this deck, it's 14, they're all top end, so they accumulate. And sometimes you just don't get the draw, and then you're losing a lot of the value of this card. Also, it just gets like hard targeted. Any power down, this guy's just gone immediately. Once you start buffing your leader, which can be as soon as your 6th on turn if you're into a Nell, you can't defend him because there's no point. So this guy tends to die early. And the other problem is if you don't see this on 4, it's really bad later in the game. Like, if this was any of the other 2 cards that are commonly played, which are this 4-cost blocker Shanks or the 4-cost new Lucky Roo, they're just so much better to play alongside, for example, a Beckman combo on your 10 on turn. You don't want to play this KOBY because there's no guarantee it's even going to do anything. And it's certainly not going to block anything, which is what you tend to want your small characters to be doing later on in the game. So this guy is just a 1k when you see him sort of after your 4 or 5 on turn, which when the card is not even searchable, it makes it pretty hard to play this guy sometimes. I've found myself just not getting this in the matchups where I want it, and then it's a really bad draw when I don't want it. So I'm not sure I will be playing this card again, personally. If your locals is like all blue-green Luffy, I think you can get value in that matchup. But again, you need to see him early. And Lucky Roo is good. It's equally good in that matchup. Like, maybe not quite equally good, but it's still very good in that matchup. And yeah, the card just not being searchable, there's no guarantees you'll find it at all. I don't know, I don't think I'm going to be playing this guy again. I think next time I play, I'll cut him entirely. And then probably add in some amount of these other blockers, and then maybe even another 2k. Maybe like 3 blockers between these 2, and another 2k, because I'm just not very impressed by the KOBY today. I do still think Shanks is good. I think your Blackbeard matchup is favoured, especially if you get to go second. I think the Law and the Bomb Shanks, Bomb Shanks. This combo is absolutely disgusting. If you're able to remove their dudes, you kind of just don't lose. The problem comes when you whiff that and they play too many Z-ha-has and you just get your lives burned. It's like playing back into Yellow Kid back in OP10. That was a surprisingly tough matchup just because of the burn. We don't appreciate our lives being burned. Either way. I think your Enel matchup is close, and I think you're like relatively close into all Enel, Nami, and Teach. There's none of those that you flip over and you're like, oh, I'm cooked. But equally, none of them they flip over and you think, I'm going to win for free, which is a mark against him. Shanks is very, very fair, despite having this Beckman. This card is just ridiculous. This card is absolutely ridiculous. But, yeah, everything else it's red, right? We're playing a red deck. That means none of the cards are broken anymore. They're all old. Except for this guy. I love this Sora, man. This Sora is super good. Would potentially be interested in raising this up by ones. But you can't have too many bricks either. Either way, thank you for watching. I hope you have a lovely weekend. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.